Ashley Unravels is now live. Streaming makers and crafting, Crochet and Chill 58.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ricky.
and all. We are starting the live stream strong. I still need to check the temperature, but we have the temperature blanket that we'll start with first. And then, what is in my background? That explains why I had the camera angled this way. Oops. That's just a whole bunch of stuff that needs to be
Hello.
picked up. Good
Welcome,
evening.
Lady Patrick Quinn.
Good evening, Lady Patrick Quinn. I was just looking at your work in progress that you posted on Discord. It looks so cool, the little kitties. It's coming along so well. How are you doing today?
I'm so pissed off at Google right now.
Okay, what did they do? Why should we be mad at Google? Not that I really need a why, but it's just helpful. Because they do a lot. They must have really done something. Okay, last day of February. We're at 48.67 for the average temp. Which I think that means a color change, I think.
I have constant issues with Google on my computer not remembering my passwords and somehow just got stuck in a loop of constantly being asked to log in and being told my password was incorrect even after I reset it. And now I can't get my main Google account to show up on my PC at all.
And the thing is, there's no solution to that until it might chill out and calm down and let you in tomorrow, but you still don't know. I know I lost a email account that way or similar. I created too many email accounts, I guess, in a day, so it said, no, this one doesn't exist, and it just randomly deleted it from the internet. I'm sorry that's happening to you. You just had to go to Google Corporate. Yep, we're changing colors. It's going to Pagoda. But that was your... Are you able to get into your other stuff without that main Google account so that you can switch the email to something else? Yeah, I'm not even near the computer and this thing is picking up something. What are you picking up? Maybe that's why?
It will not let me save my new password to the password manager. I have 5 email accounts and the only one I have these issues with is my main account. My backup has been logged in this whole time and that's the only reason I was able to get back in my account.
Mm. Thank goodness for a recovery email, but it shouldn't be necessary at the same time.
I just hate Google so much for so many reasons.
But you probably had the account now for so long that it's hard to go ahead and switch to something else.
I have hated Google my whole life. I clocked it as evil when I was a little kid.
Good on little lady Patrick Quinn, or baby lady Patrick Quinn. She wasn't wrong. They were not wrong. I never asked your pronouns, I just assumed. Sorry.
I use she, her.
Okay. Thank you for confirming. Well, you're back in now.
I got acetone today cause a raised cake plate that we use for the holidays came apart and I've gotta get the hard old glue off before I can reattach the base.
And that's the project that you're working on tonight, or you're going to wait till the morning to do that one? And good for you for repair versus replace.
No, I need to set up something so the glue can soak, need to find a cup that's the right size.
And not styrofoam. Just from experience, no styrofoam. Is it a vintage cake stand or is it just an inherited one? Because it sounds like this isn't the first time you've had to do it to it.
Yes, it's vintage from the 70s, I think.
Ooh.
It's a Japanese brand that's pretty collectible and it has a Scottish tartan pattern.
Oh, now that just sounds gorgeous.
We use it as a dessert platter at Christmas.
ZZZZ.
Sounds like a cute centerpiece. I think Chrome is taking up too much space. I'm going to end some of this stuff. Because some of this causing my internet to be kind of slow. Oh, it's probably Canva. There we go. That should be running a lot smoother. mute and then we'll remute it again.
I'm so excited, I just heard back from my sister. We are gonna go see a musical play in Boston next week.
Oh, that sounds like fun. I hope that you get to enjoy the time with your sis. If you don't mind me asking, what musical are you guys going to go and see?
I just had the ad pop up in my Instagram earlier. It's from Emerson College in Boston and it's a play called Dead as a Dodo. I'll share the trailer on Discord. It's incredible.
Cool. And after the stream, I'll watch it because I just had to close out a Discord. I think it was causing the stream to lag. It sounds like it's funny, just from the title. It's been a while since I've been to see a musical, but I'm a little scared of the ones that we have nowadays. The recent one that they played for an ad for is called Corn, like the actual plant. But something tells me it's nothing but a musical full of innuendos. And the ironic part is it's a musical in Ohio, but they're talking about growing corn in Florida. But then again, it's not Disney.
I haven't seen a real stage play since I was a teenager. I love the theatre.
Hmm. I think I like being on stage or in stage crew more than watching the stuff. But it's still fun to watch every so often. I think that's the same for me too. It's either The Lion King or The Nutcracker was the last performance I saw.
I want to see Nutcracker so bad. I think I saw it when I was really little, but I don't remember it.
I know I did because unfortunately I hurt some family members' feelings. It was more of a Christmas tradition that we went every year. And the thing was, I didn't understand why we kept going to re-watch a rerun. And that there should have been signs there because I picked up it was the same storyline, but I didn't pick up that it was different actors and actresses. I remember at the end of the musical though, we would go behind the scenes and it was at a time where Pringles were the newest chip on the market, and we would go and get Pringles afterwards. But yeah, apparently I hurt some family members' feelings by calling it a rerun, but I didn't know I was a kid. So I definitely have seen it. Maybe too many times. It's still fun though to go back when you're an adult to see it. I have not been back as an adult yet. Maybe that's something I should do. I wouldn't mind going back to see. Well, I never saw Aladdin, but I wouldn't mind seeing that one. And maybe some of the classics like Newsies. Almost to the end of the row with the pagoda.
I think the best play I've seen was Rent in Boston.
It's just so classic. Of course, now, because of TikTok, all the different facts about the behind the scenes stuff keeps popping up. I'm like, dang, that just it adds a whole nother level of emotion to the musical, and also it makes it a little bit sadder. But great, it's still a great musical.
In high school we went to see lots of plays.
What other plays did you get to see? I know for my high school we actually put on the production. Sound of Music, Pippin, Wizard of Oz, and Hello Dolly were our four, because we did one each year, and we did a fall play. And then for my senior year, we sung Season of Love for our senior performance, along with Old Irish Blessing. But that's more because it's a school tradition. And the pagoda is done.
Not really a play, but I've seen Riverdance.
Still counts. Ooh. The microphone just said, "Yep, it's trying to eat itself out of the box. Stop. Behave. I will get you your stand." I have an arm stand, but it's just I don't have the right adapter for this. Well, I guess technically I could. But I'd have to take this light fixture down. I don't know. And now back to this.
A play called Aria that we saw for Latin class.
Ooh. Sounds festive. Or no, Aria, that's a website guideline too. But they probably got it from the Latin word.
I can't remember what else I went to. I know we had groups for Wicked and Little Shop of Horrors, but I didn't see those.
There, that had to be consent from the parents, probably. And I was on. And as per usual, sorry I unraveled a little bit. went back to the gym for the first time today. And I don't know why there are so many people there. Well, I do know partially why. I went late. And I did Pilates, and I definitely need to shower tonight before bed or early in the morning after the gym. Oh, and I don't know if I feel like you drive a car or a vehicle.
One thing I've learned in life is that apparently I'm really lucky in where I went to school, cause in my state we always take tons and tons of field trips. We would go to museums and plays and the movies pretty regularly. No, I do not drive.
I was just going to say, if you have a driver that is in your area, they might want to stock up on gas because apparently they're up in the fuel prices because of everything happening right now. But that's nice that you're able to do all that. Yeah. I'm wondering post-COVID how field trips are going with schools. I feel like in Chicago.
Well, yeah, we just started a war. Shit's about to get expensive.
Yeah. I will admit I do not do my part as a citizen very often. And typically I'm out there trying to experience the world that's outside of my house. I do watch the news, I do hear the news, but just I don't pay too big attention to it. Welcome to the stream, Ambi, on TikTok. I don't know if they're actually staying on there. Most of the time on TikTok, people just scroll through. Oh, yeah, that's right. I took a fat nap after Pilates and grocery shopping today. But I was supposed to be ordering stuff to start my garden outside.
I am a news junkie, but I have to check out during certain administrations for my own well-being.
As you should. We only get one brain and one mental health. Okay, earbud dying. Earbud is being not fully yeeted, just yeeted closer to its charger because I cannot. Get me motivated and boosted to deal with that. I don't mind having extra pasta sauce and sweet potatoes and everything else at the end of the year. I will live off the land that is provided to the extent that I can.
What are you planting?
I already have strawberries started and goji berries. I have zucchini that I'll go ahead and start and pray that the squash bugs do not take over again because that was a pain in the butt. I do sweet potatoes, but I'm going to buy those starts from a garden store near me. I have regular potato seeds to start. And probably some leeks and onions. I will definitely go ahead and start my radishes now, or else they will do something called bolting, where they decide to go to flower. And that's it for now. I kind of just toss the seeds and hope for the best. How about you? Have you tried doing container gardening around Boston?
There are some tricks with bugs. I've heard that some bugs don't like certain plants, so if you mix those plants with your food plants it can keep them away.
Agree. Like marigolds. I just also don't like marigolds. That's apparently my state's flower. But if it keeps them away from my squash, that'll be great. I also tried Narstrom. That was a pretty flower.
I'm not a big fan of them either.
And I get the balance. Like, you need the flowers for stuff, but just sometimes I'm like, eh. They also are supposed to keep away deer. However, the deer in my area don't understand that and do whatever the heck they want. Everyone's scared of bears, and don't get me wrong, bears can do damage, but deer just do not give a F. They just don't.
Deer will eat anything, including Christmas lights.
Yup. Well, you may have those deer that eat the Christmas lights. We had the type of deer that have lived around here long enough to look outside, and they're like, oh, there's a car coming. Let me look both ways before I cross the street to make sure they're going to stop for me. That's the type of deer we have. They're domesticated. Everyone's like, oh, I love them, I love them. That, the Canadian geese, and the skunks. The possums, as long as they stay up in the trees, they can be there. As long as they don't fall out the trees, I'm fine.
I don't live in Boston, I live in the north central part of the state. It's rural commuter town. I'm out in the boonies.
That's sad that I didn't say the word boonies right. But I understand.
ZZZZ.
I'm not in rural Ohio, but I'm technically in the suburbs.
It mispronounces a lot of words.
But that was the one in particular that I caught. Oh, well, this did not happen on the other side, or at least I didn't notice. Oh, well. I'm at that part where if you go probably about 30 minutes one way, you're in the city. You go 30 minutes another way, you're in the rural area. So I understand. You just don't look too deep into anything. If you hear something, no, you didn't. I'm good at minding my own business. That is my favorite thing to do.
We are roughly an hour outside of Botone, give or take rush hour traffic. Boston asterisk.
one row up, one row back. This is row 3. I'll have a 4th row, and then the sleeves are done. Well, of course, I had to seam it together somehow. I might take a camera with me tomorrow to the gym, so afterwards I can take a picture of this, hopefully. Cross our fingers.
I'm kinda scared to try to felt this rug. I've never done it before and I'm scared I'm gonna mess it up, but at the same time it's free thrift yarn, so it doesn't really matter.
And Bob Ross always said, happy accidents. You may do it, and you may like it better than what you thought you did, and then you'll start felting more stuff. It could be a start of a felting addiction. Lord, my words. Or you could leave it as it is and not felt it.
I have a thrift crochet blanket that is felted. It's basically a small rug.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the blanket was done on purpose, but it came out really nice. It's super thick.
I thought that was the inspiration that you had for why you wanted to felt the rug, right?
I just hope it comes out nice and clean like that. You can't see any sticks in the blanket at all, it's completely solid.
And I feel like people say all the time that wool likes to felt itself up. So I think it will. I think you won't be able to see its stitches.
Depending on how much it shrinks, it may end up a cat bed.
And your kitty will thank you. I've yet to see an animal decline a crochet item by their owner. Probably because it has our scent on it. My dog has 2 crocheted pillows. Just saying. I'm pretty sure your kitty is spoiled, and they have plenty of other things to themselves too.
She has another bed I made out of similar yarn, but I didn't felt it. It's not big enough to felt.
Yeah.
Enter a message.
How about no? Saying that because we're getting close to hour.
My cats are so spoiled, they have a ridiculous amount of toys, and some of their favorites are ones I've made.
They said we must enjoy our human made these for us. So do you have 2, 3, or 4?
Cats? I have 2 and my mom has 2, so there are 4 cats in the house.
Okie dokie. Yeah, that's what I meant. I've rarely ever met a cat owner that's only had 1 cat. My one relative keeps debating on... Well, wait. You said cats with a question mark. Do you have dogs too? Or parrots? I guess I shouldn't have just bought only cats. One of my coworkers did have a bunny rabbit for over 20 years. But she also had a rabbit, a cat, and a parrot all at the same time, which was definitely interesting in an apartment. I learned a lot about rabbits.
No, only cats at the moment. Used to have lots of exotic critters. I really miss my snakes and tarantulas.
You'll probably get them again in the future. Snakes, I'm okay with. Tarantulas, I can't mess with. Or I should say, I might be a perfect tarantula owner because I would keep it in its enclosure and never let it out. I don't think that's the way they're supposed to live. There was someone else that's built to live.
Housing situation is kinda up in the air. If I ever have stable housing again, I'll get more, but it was too much stress with the animals and not knowing what was gonna happen.
Fair. I've only had dogs. Unless you want to count the cats that live outside of our house.
Actually, most tarantulas are display only.
Okay. Good to know.
I have kept tarantulas that could potentially kill you. Those ones are hands off.
I mean, I hope so. That's like, there was someone on TikTok today that said they kept a black widow. And all I could think of is, well, that was a choice. I knew I was going to get puzzle pieced. I didn't get it last night. How am I unable to verify?
I follow some keepers who have them.
The only thing I'm slightly interested in potentially keeping in the future is aquatic pets. So like the jellyfish and different kinds of fishy creatures. But man, I feel like you can't leave your house when you have fish pets.
I don't like small spiders, triggers my arachnophobia.
Uh-huh. Because the small ones you can't see or find until it's too late. I still remember one day I was in a chemistry class and the teacher walked in and said, "Oh, here's my pet," and it was a tarantula. And she's like, "It's sweet, it's kind." I think she was like an animal behavioral scientist, to be fair. But she's like, yeah, it's cute, adorable, you can pet it. I got up, I walked to the back of the room. No. Mm-mm. It could be the golden retriever of all spiders. Guess what? I had my golden retriever at the time at home. But I respect people that can keep them.
You can't see what they're doing. No one gets that.
I will say, the little tiny jumping spiders on TikTok, they get my heart a little bit. They do. Because they're harmless. They're not going to bite you. They're just jumping until they're 2 years old and then they pass away. Or probably 5 years old.
I was trying to get into aquascaping for a while, but it's just so much work and such an investment.
Mm-hmm. You make one little mistake and the whole environment is taken out. I listen to Loose Goldies and there's Amy's Wet Pets. I guess that was supposed to be a break. Oops.
Growing up we always had fish. I can do a basic fish tank, but that's boring.
So you can make your dream fish tank. What would it be composed of? If you feel like typing it out. That's a long request. I could tell. Maybe I'll just retract the question.
LOL, I'll send you some pictures sometime.
Okay. My brain comes up with questions quicker than it can process. Like, oh, wait, no. I think the most complex one that we had was in the basement. And it only held a couple of goldfish. And then eventually after the goldfish died, there's an aquarium in Newport, Kentucky that we would go to. So we replaced it with glass fish instead of real fish. So they would live longer. So that was fun for a bit. I could see doing an all glass aquarium again. That would be fun. And not as mentally draining. Just gotta make sure the water doesn't evaporate.
BTW Reddit has some great aquascaping and aquarium subreddits, and you can even find local exchange groups and get plants, fish,
Ooh.
cleaners, decor super cheap.
I'll have to keep that in mind. That'll probably have me out in the middle of Indiana somewhere. I'm in that cusp where basically I can hit up 3 states probably in an hour or less. Come on, big yarn.
Reddit can absolutely be a toxic cesspool, but the hobby subs are really useful.
I use Reddit all the time. I normally do a Reddit story Thursday on my other channel. Because if you look past the toxicity, sometimes there are good gems of advice in general. So I agree with you 1000%.
They have a "What is this yarn" sub that will identify mystery yarn for you.
Ooh, okay. Kind of reminds me of Who's That Pokemon. How detailed do you have to get into the fiber? Like, do you have to burn it and stuff, or just take a picture and boom, they got it? And that's it for this cuff. That's a wrap. For that sleeve. Now just attach. Make sure the seams are on the inside, because that would suck if they were on that.
I'm not sure. I think it's mostly picture based, but burn tests are always helpful.
Yeah, as I put these fibers way too close to my face in order to try to see between. Make sure that I'm catching enough.
I posted the trailer for the play in Look at This channel.
Oh, take a look then. Actually, I guess technically, if this doesn't go off the fritz, I could attempt this. Hang on. Discord, where are you? If it starts getting laggy, I'm going to have to stop it, but... It's thinking about loading. Maybe. Hello?
I'm hungry.
Well, Pando, there's a nice little apple pie on the screen for you there, bud. Discord is not playing nice. It's not popping up right now. It said, nope, I'm hiding. Single crochets. It is. And then I think I'm going to expand the body just a smidge. So it's not hugging too tight. I do want to wear this into an office building, so. Gotta keep it at least business casual. Something went wrong, and some of these are not the same length, but that's alright. This is my failure to count coming in. Nothing that a little bit more yarn won't fix. But yeah, one side I went a little bit further than the other. And if someone is up underneath my armpit looking at my work, we've got other problems. Like invasion of personal space. About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more rows. Somehow, but alright. We'll try this on and then I'll see if I need to really fix that problem. Because there's a couple ways I could think of how to fix it. Leave right side up. Does fit across the top. I might do in the neckline. The sides are not too bad. I am just going to crochet in a panel on the sides. But this is the main portion I was worried about having fit. I could do a collar. Oh, I should do a collar. But these armbands or sleeves, wow. I did not call that armband. Detected live chat didn't appear on screen for the past 2 minutes. Okay, what does that mean? BRB. But I can't see my full persons in this camera.
I'm hungry.
That part is finished. I think that was the hardest part was the sleeves. And then now I just need to put on now I just need to add some more stitches in here so I'll actually fit. And then it will be done. And I said I was going to try to get it done tonight. I'm going to go till midnight, but if it's not finished at that point, it's okay to go over by 1 day. I'll still count it. I'm just going to do 4 rows double crochet for each one. Turn this down a little bit. Let it. I'm gonna go for 2 more minutes actually, because here's the thing. This is not getting finished in February. I thought I could, but it's okay if it goes over one day into March. I'd rather do it right than do it too fast. Yeah. So it's just the base of the sweater. I might come on earlier tomorrow though to work on this. So yep, 2 more minutes or the end of the third row, whatever comes first. And I'll gather together all the Piplup stuff. And Monday I have to do taxes, so fun. Pants 11:30. So I might see y'all tomorrow, but have a great rest of your night.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ricky.
Thank you, Ricky, for being a part of the stream, and Lady Patrick.
Good night.